Alright, so I wanted to make a video showing how to successfully match the IK knee control for the right side of the body to the FK controls for the right side of the body. So what I want to do first is to boot up the file match right leg version 7, which I think is the last matching file. It's the one right after you've finished matching up all the right side parts for the leg. And I already talked about how to make it so that the IK foot matches up with the FK leg when the FK leg has the stretch applied. So I'm not going to cover that again. I just want to do the correction real fast. Change that. Okay, so by changing the up leg length and the low leg length from 0 to 30 for each of these, now I can pose the leg using FK, and then the IK will successfully match to it. So if I go to FK mode, so I'm just going to pose the leg. That's the stretching I just mentioned, and good measure, we'll do a couple of these. There we go. Okay, and what I'm going to do is turn on my IK foot and my knee control. And if I were to match the foot, that's going to match properly. And if I do the knee control, you can see that it'll just end up in space somewhere. And if I go to the IK, turn the lead on, I'll go to the stretch. See, this is what ends up with the IK. And then if I switch back to FK, you can see this is what we had. So for some reason the knee control isn't matching up to where we expect it to be. If I do a couple more, right, then I select the knee control, it just doesn't match up. And so what I'm going to do is we'll set it up again on the same file. So we'll reload that file, and once again I'm just going to correct for this one. 0, 30, 0. Actually, I'm sorry. This file here already has the knee set up, so we need to set it up again from scratch. So let me go to this file here, and this file has the foot control already sorted out. You know, where you have the 0 to 30, but we haven't set up anything for the knee yet. So let's do that. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the visibility to on. Then I'm going to select my knee control. We'll put it up in the outline here as well. And I'm going to click select. Oh, whoops, wrong thing, I'm sorry. I just did the anim shape, I don't want that. I want, not the shape, but the RNE anim itself. And what I've noticed is when you set up the right controls, if you've already set up the left side, it's going to add some information here for the right side control. So I'm just going to start by unchecking translate because I don't want to match this just yet, and the rest is fine. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create a match object, and I'm going to parent that under our low leg joint. So I just want to make sure it was parented before I enabled this. I think that matters. I believe so anyway. Because this RN match, it needs to be sitting directly on top of the this joint right here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to RN match, and I'm going to show the local rotation axes. And you can see that it's down here right now. Now, for the left, when we did the left side, all we did was we zeroed out the translate values, and then the RNE and a match snapped over to the leg, and everything was fine. If I do that with this one, you see it's off by quite a bit. And so it's not enough to zero out the controls here. What I have to do is I have to take this, snap it to the joint, and then what I'm going to do is go to freeze transforms and freeze the translate values like that. So now I have RNE and a match zeroed out at the joint. Okay, coming back to here. So I'm going to match the translate, and what else do I need to do? Make sure this thing's selected. Actually, that probably doesn't matter. Trying to see if there's anything else I need to do. Oh yeah, under the pre-match settings, that's already there. So I'm just reading my notes right now. Stretch one. Okay, I think we're good. So everything's set up now. So if I switch over to FK mode, and so I'm leaving the local rotation axes of that anim match there, so you can kind of see how it works, see how it follows the leg. Okay, like that, and if I match the foot, that matches, and if I select the knee, I match that. See, now it snaps to there. And then if I go from R leg state FK to IK, it doesn't pop, and no. Oh, let's turn that on. So let's do a couple more examples because that kind of threw me off. It's because I had the visibility on here, but I wasn't set up here. So let's just move this somewhere. We'll go over to FK. Change it up a little again. And then if I select that, it'll match. If I select that, it'll match. If I go from FK to IK, we don't get the popping. And because I'm in rleg NeVis is set to on. I can select this RNAnum, move it around, and we're all good. So what I can do now is take RNAnum match, turn off the local rotation axes, and yeah, and that's basically it. Hope it helped.